Virgo, how is it going? Come on in, have a seat, and make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo Tarot reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your life or your finances or your relationships, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Virgo Tarot readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with this Virgo reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at what's blocking you, what's holding you back, what's getting in your way, what's messing with your inner harmony, and therefore what you're able to produce in the external world around you. So we're going to take a look at anything that might have your mind in a state of being uneasy, which is not really cool. So we're going to try and get you some advice on that, and we're going to start by pulling three cards, from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck to kind of give me an overhead view of what your blockages might be and how it might be affecting your life. And we're going to get some cards from the Lantern Oracle, which usually gives me a little bit more details about the blockages you're having. Then we're going to clarify everything with the Light Seer's Tarot deck, which again is going to go into even more detail and give you some advice on what it's affecting in your life and how to fix that. And then when we get done, we're going to get you some specific advice. We're going to use the, what's this called? The Power of Love Oracle deck. Kind of give you some reminders and some things that you need to focus on. And then we're going to get you some very specific advice on how to fix these blockages from the Whispers of the Ocean. Is that what this is called? Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. Now, one thing I should mention is that there is no date on this reading. It's because I intend this reading to be timeless. So I'm just kind of trusting in the universe that whenever you find this reading and it resonates with you, well, then that's when you were supposed to find it, and that's when the message is for you. Now, keep in mind that this is a general reading, and it's not even possible for it to resonate with literally every single Virgo on the planet all at the same time. But regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still might want to check your moon and your rising sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, enough yakking, let's get on with this reading for you today. And we're going to start by getting some cards from this Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. What is going on with Virgo and their blockages? What's holding Virgo back? What's getting in Virgo's way? What's got Virgo's mind in a state of uneasiness here? Anything weighing on Virgo that we need to know about? What messages need to come through for Virgo about their blockages? And let's get two more, please. What's going on for my Virgos? Brand new deck. Well, I've had it a couple of weeks, I guess. I haven't used it all that much, so it's not really... This one and the Lantern Oracle aren't really conditioned yet that I only do jumpers. I'm not going to manually select cards because I believe that's my energy and I'm trying to get your energy. As soon as I say that, it spits two more cards out for me. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is begin now, take your first step. I'm sure that will come into play here just a little bit, make a little bit more sense. Now let's go ahead and get you some Lantern Oracle cards. What's going on with Virgo and their blockages? What's blocking Virgo? What's holding Virgo back? What messages need to come through for Virgo about their blockages, how to get past those so they can move forward in happiness and success? Okay, looks like we're going to take an extra one here. You're getting a bonus card, Virgo. Let's see what we have. Okay. Virgo, we got surrendering to the journey, release control. Cleansing waters, purification, activates vibrant life force. Then we got grounding, go deep and explore your roots. Alright, I'm sure this will make more sense in a few minutes here. Now, from the Lantern Oracle deck, you got Creative Power, number 12. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Begin now. Already starting to see correlations here. Begin now. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Next, we got number 4, strength of vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. So this is telling me that something that you feel is a weakness about yourself is actually true power. We've got creative power here. Next, we have number 44, the lantern. So now we've got 4 and 44. I don't know if 444 means anything to you. You may want to look up angel number 444 and see if that has any correlation to anything you might be dealing with. But the lantern says consciousness is light. And you can see the lady's got these 2 lanterns here. This card reminds me a lot of the Hermit. It's about going internal, doing some soul searching, some inner reflection, shining your light, your consciousness into the darkness, into the shadow elements of yourself. And then we have number 24, emptied. The ending and the beginning lie at either side of the same door. So we've got begin now, take that first step. We've got grounding, going deep internal. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. Okay, let's see what we got from the tarot. Looks like you're going to get some extra cards here. Tell me what's going on with this number 12, creative power. Why is creative power here for Virgo, please? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So this is a major arcana card. This is a card of healing. This is a card of hope. This is card number 17 of the major arcana, and you don't get to the Star until you've gone through a Tower moment. This is the card that comes immediately following the Tower in the major arcana. So this is about healing from some major changes. This is like the light, the guiding light from the universe, something showing up to light your path back up for you, to give you that hope to be able to move forward here. Now we're talking about the creative power to release your alchemical energy into the world. This Star, this is a lot to do with like focusing your conscious mind internally, calming your inner mind, calming your mind down so you can relax a little bit. This is actually how you connect with your intuition. It's how you connect with spirit, how you connect with the divine. Ooh, right under that, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is like abandonment, like being left out in the cold, or feeling like you're not good enough for something. Now, the first card that we have to clarify creative power is the Six of Wands. This is success, victory, recognition. This is good things happening for you here. Being in the spotlight, this can indicate recognizing something about yourself that can allow you to become more successful. Next, we have the Six of Cups. So we've got 2 sixes. So far, we're seeing a pattern here. We've got a bunch of 4s. Now we've got a bunch of 6s going on. The Six of Cups is the past. It's reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the good times, the good old days, the way it used to be. It's being focused on the past. And this is falling right under cleansing waters. This purification activates vibrant life forces here. So it's looking like you're recognizing something about your past, maybe trying to heal something from your past. I don't know if someone left you out in the cold in the past, or if some things happened in the past that made you feel like you're not good enough for some reason. But the next card in your energy is Death, which is telling me that it's time to put that to an end. This is an ending to something. This is you being encouraged to end whatever that feeling is, to heal that feeling, and to release your power into the world. Take your first step on that. Now this is a major transformation in something. This is something like where a piece of you literally dies so that it can be reborn again in a better way, in a more empowering way. Now next in your blockages, we got the strength of vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. So tell me more about this perceived weakness. What is this perceived weakness that Virgo thinks they have? think you got a lot to talk about. All these cards are trying to get away from me all at once here. Tell me more about this strength of vulnerability and Virgo's perceived weakness, please. Oh, we're not taking all of these. No, thank you. That's way, way too many. We have as many as we need right here. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. Now, normally this is like a love connection between two people. This can just symbolize like a very strong emotional connection. This can symbolize love for yourself. This can even symbolize like friendship and family. So I don't know if you have something that you believe is a weakness as it relates to love or connections with other people, but that's what it's kind of looking like here. We've got, to clarify, we've got the Five of Wands, the Chariot, and the King of Pentacles here. So this Five of Wands, like fives are about conflict and change. The Five of Wands, well, wands are about desire and passion. So this is a conflict in your desires. You have some sort of internal conflict regarding something that you want, something that you have a lot of passion for. This is you pulling yourself in multiple different directions, like internally. Like a piece of you wants something, a piece of you thinks you can't have it, a piece of you wants something different. I'm guessing as it relates to love and passion, we've got the Queen of Wands right underneath that. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows exactly what they want, and they go after what they want with this bold determination. It's rare that they take no for an answer. It's rare that they don't get what they want, which we're kind of already seeing with this Six of Wands that we saw. This is you recognizing something, you being recognized for something, being successful and victorious here, which is what this Chariot card means too. This Chariot is the fastest energy in the deck. This is about moving forward rapidly and victoriously. It's about using your will to move forward past all the problems and challenges and obstacles and roadblocks from the past, getting past all that stuff quickly and moving forward into success and victory. I think the thing that might be standing in your way is this internal conflict you have. Like there's something that you believe is a weakness about yourself, and it's actually not. It's actually a strength, something that you need to embrace. Next we have the King of Pentacles. This is about having your finances in order. This is about being stable and generous and prosperous. Having your act together in the physical 3D material world here. A lot of times this King of Pentacles can be someone who is good at managing things, good at managing assets and resources. A lot of times the King of Pentacles can be someone who owns a business or works at the high end of a business, like in a managerial role. Someone who works for themselves is good at managing things. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles, please. Why is this King of Pentacles here? Tell me more about this King of Pentacles, please. Oh, okay. All right. I see. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Now we're getting somewhere. This Devil is a heavy energy. This is obsession. This is addiction. This can be like feeling trapped by something, but this can also represent elements of your own shadow, the things that you kind of like push down inside yourself, you kind of hide in the darkness, maybe things that you don't like about yourself, maybe things that you perceive as a weakness about yourself. This is the stuff that you stuff down, that you don't want to, that you don't like about yourself, that you try to hide from other people because you don't want them to see it. Regarding this King of Pentacles energy, so to clarify the King of Pentacles, we have the Empress, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Wands. So what this is telling me is that you have this inner conflict inside about your ability to manifest what it is that you want in the physical 3D world, in the material world, make the type of money that you want. You have some blockage around that. Maybe you're thinking about starting a business or going into some higher level career than you're at right now, where you're going to have more responsibility for things, and there's some sort of conflict weighing you down. Maybe I'm getting the strong feeling with both of these cards that you're being pulled in multiple directions. These two horses that are pulling this chariot, it's totally possible. They have their own mind. If they want to go off in separate directions, this guy can get hosed pretty quickly here. So I'm thinking that there's parts of you that are pulling in opposite directions regarding that. You might have some negative self-beliefs about yourself and your ability to do this. It's got something to do with what you perceive as a weakness, and it's really not a weakness. Right under this Devil card, we have Judgment, and we have the Sun. So these are both very positive cards. This Judgment card is like answering your higher calling. This is like your connection to Source. The Sun is the happiest card in the tarot deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. And this is the stuff that's laying right behind this Devil, this negative self-talk. Whatever this is, this negative belief about yourself, there's something that's lurking in your shadows, something that you need to shine your inner light on, which is kind of where we're coming up to here in just a second. And I really think that this is something that you can beat. If you get all the parts of you lined up, pulling in the same direction, just like the horses on this chariot, you can move forward quickly and successfully. Now, whatever this King of Pentacles energy is, whether this is you trying to just get your own financial stability, or if this is you thinking about starting a business or something along those lines, we have the Empress here. This is very positive energy. This is the mother of the tarot deck. She represents all four queens rolled into one person. All new things are birthed through the Empress. This is about stability, abundance, creativity, birthing something new. Related to work, this Eight of Pentacles is about work. It's about putting in the work, putting in the time and the effort and the energy on something to get what you want. About your stability, about your finances. Then we have the Nine of Wands, which again is telling me this is a card of being walled off and defensive. Now, it's also a card of healing. This person has built a wall around themselves as a way to protect themselves because they've been hurt before and they don't want to be hurt again. They've built this wall so they can heal, they can get their energy right so that they can move on with the next step in their journey. And it looks like once you get that, you're going to be moving forward quickly. Success and victory here. Now the thing about this Nine of Wands, this wall that she's built, it's not really even a good wall. It's not really protecting her from anything. Anything that wants to get her can just jump over this wall, no problem. But this wall's also not really blocking her off from anything either. She could just step right over this wall and move right on with her life, no problem. So I think that's some of the advice that you're being given here. I get pulled back to this grounding, go deep, explore your roots. I'm thinking this is saying explore deep down inside yourself. Find what this Devil energy is. Find what it is that you believe is this weakness about yourself. It's not really a weakness at all. It's really a strength that you just don't see. It's really going to lead you to a lot of abundance and a lot of happiness. Okay. Now, next, we have this Lantern. Again, this is about shining that inner light on the parts of your shadow, like looking inside yourself, directing your conscious mind internally, trying to figure this stuff out. Tell me more about this Lantern for Virgo, please. Oh, hey. Not taking all of these big chunks like that. Okay, there's one. We'll take that. Tell me more about the Lantern for Virgo, please. Why is this Lantern card here? Let's get one more on this Lantern. Okay. Good stuff. There we are with the star on the bottom of the card again. This is hope. This is healing. This is that guiding light from the universe that shows up to help you light the path, to help you find your way. And right under that, we have Judgment again. And the Sun again. So, yeah, you have some very good things in store for you. I think there's something down inside yourself. You might already even be aware of what it is. I really think you might be aware of what it is, because to clarify this, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this Three of Wands, this is an energy of waiting, but it's also an energy of positive expectancy. In the Two of Wands, that's about like being at a crossroads, being at a fork in the road, trying to choose which path you're going to go down, which path leads you to the world that you really want, and which path do you need to leave behind. Well, in the Three of Wands, that path has already been chosen. You've already chosen your path, and you've already started taking steps down that path. You're trying to manifest something for yourself, trying to manifest something stable, trying to manifest some stability of some kind. Maybe you're trying to manifest a business, but it just hasn't materialized yet. And this is you having the positive expectancy that something good is coming your way. You're just kind of waiting on it to show up right now. And then we've got this Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity. This is the seed that has the potential to grow into the Ten of Pentacles. Now, again, back to this King of Pentacles. He's the guy that builds the Ten of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles would manage the Ten of Pentacles, but it starts from this seed. This is a new opportunity for something stable, something prosperous, something abundant for you. That's going to lead to the Nine of Pentacles at the very least. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, it's one step before the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is usually two people combining together their assets, their resources, their families together to make something even more stable, something more prosperous, something more abundant. Well, you have to get to the 9 first. Everybody thinks the 10 is the goal, and it kind of is, but in order to get there, you need to be at the 9. This is where you're stable and independent and prosperous in your own right. You don't need anyone to take care of you. You don't need anything from anyone. This is about you enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying all the hard work that you've put in. This is you enjoying the payout from that. Now, the final card we got for you, Virgo, is emptied. The beginning and the ending lie at either side of the same door. Let's clarify this emptied card for Virgo, please. Why is emptied here for Virgo? Okay. Aha. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So this is an ending for sure. This says the beginning and the ending lie at the either side of the same door. Well, here's your ending. And here's your new beginning. Here's your new beginning. This Ten of Swords, this is a painful ending. This is something that came to an ending quickly. This could be an ending in betrayal. This could be an ending that you didn't even see coming, but this is an ending of something. Now, to clarify this emptied card, we have the Two of Cups again, we have the High Priestess, and we have Justice. So the Two of Cups, again, this is connections with people. This is either romantic connections, love connections, or just close connections like friends, relatives, even a connection with yourself, having love for yourself. This could, yeah, definitely could be love for yourself. The High Priestess, this is your intuition. This is your unconscious mind. This is your connection to Source, the connection to the universe too. Just kind of like that Star card we had, only this is where it originates. It's inside you already. This is she who knows. The High Priestess sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she's privy to all kinds of stuff that we don't know about. So anytime you've had a feeling like you just had this inner knowing about something, you don't really have any idea how you know, you just know that you know, that's where it's coming from. You have a very strong intuition. That could be what this is about. This reminds me a lot of the Empress too, and pregnant woman on both cards here. This is about releasing your energy into the world. Well, that's exactly what the Empress does. She births all new things, new ideas, new businesses, new connections, new relationships, new kids even. I mean, anything new that you're going to have in this world is going to come through this Empress energy. Finally, we have Justice. This is a card of balance. This is a card of doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. It's about severing things that aren't in balance anymore so that balance in your life can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. What's supposed to happen for you can actually happen. Something needs to come to an end. Okay, something needs to come to an end for you. Next we have the Two of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Cups. So this Two of Wands, like I said a second ago when we were talking about this Three of Wands, this is a fork in the road. This is a crossroad, a decision point. It's about you trying to choose the path. Which path leads you to the world that you actually want, and which path do you need to leave behind? We've got the ending and the beginning lying at the either side of the same door here. This Wheel of Fortune card, this is divine timing. Could be what you're waiting on. You could be waiting on divine timing for this opportunity to present itself. This can also be a fated event. This can represent change. Like the only thing really constant in life is that the wheel is always spinning. Nothing's ever going to be the same forever. Things are always going to change. Now, a lot of times this is like a change in luck and fortune. This is the universe turning the wheel in the background, making sure that things line up the way that they're supposed to line up. You know, we were talking about this Justice card, the balance, severing things that aren't in balance so the balance can be restored and the right thing can happen. Well, this is about the right thing happening. This also has a lot to do with fate and destiny versus free will. You know, some people believe that everything's predetermined. It's a fated event. This is how my life has always been. This is how my life is always going to be. There's nothing I can do to change that. And that's not true. Yes, there are things in this world that happen and there's nothing you can do about them. That's true. But there are also things that you have influence over. And there are even things that you have absolute direct control over. And this card is reminding you to pay attention to that, to be able to tell the difference between those things. There's some little, I think it's called the serenity prayer or something. It's like, grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, I don't know, something about changing the things that I can and the wisdom to tell the difference between those. That's kind of what this card is hammering home. I don't know if you're feeling like maybe there's something that you can't change in your life, but there's always a way to do something. This card is reminding you to not just sit back and wait on the universe, not sit back and wait on fate and destiny to just like put things in your lap. It's reminding you that you have some control here, that not everything is predetermined, and that you can go out and take actions to get closer to what it is that you want. Then there's something that you're being instructed to walk away from. This is like detachment. This is like emotional detachment, physically walking away. Normally in the standard tarot, there's 8 cups here, and this person is walking away from 8 full cups of love, 8 cups of emotions, and they're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not completely content. They're not satisfied. They believe there's something more out there for them. And this card is about walking off away from the 8 cups, going down a new path that leads you toward your own happiness, toward what it is that you actually desire, going off in search of your 9th and 10th cups. Next we have Temperance. This is card of patience. This is balance. This is blending things together little bits at a time, assimilating changes, coming back in later, making some fine-tuning adjustments, not being in such a big hurry, but being more patient about things. This is like the careful blending of the head and the heart. So let me look at these I read that to you in rows going horizontally. I want to look at them in columns going vertically and see what we have. Yeah, I think it was supposed to be read to you horizontally like I did. I don't really see any new messages that I haven't already said there. Surrendering to the journey, releasing control. Now, we just got done talking about this 8 of Cups, this walking away from something, detaching from something that's not serving you anymore, releasing control of that, surrendering that, just going off on your own journey toward your own success, toward what it is that you actually want. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life. Look, there's something that needs to be put to a death here. There's something that needs to transform. Probably this inner conflict that you've got going on, this being pulled in, multiple different directions. You have some sort of negative belief about yourself, something that you think is a weakness, but it's not. Okay, well, those are your blockages, at least what I'm able to see right now. It's one thing to find out information about your blockages, become aware of some of those that maybe you weren't aware of before. It's something else to know what to do to fix it. So I want to get you some advice here from the Power of Love Oracle deck. These are usually going to be things that you need to be reminded of, things that you need to remember to place your focus on. What messages need to come through for Virgo, please? Let's get 3 cards for Virgo. What does Virgo need to be reminded about in terms of getting past these blockages? All right, there's 1. Let's get 2 more for Virgo, please. Can't make this stuff up. Let's get 1 more, please. Get 1 more for Virgo. Okay, we're going to take... You're getting bonus cards all over the place, Virgo. Okay, the first card you got is Present. It says, live in the moment. Oh, you live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love into your current circumstances. Look, release your alchemical energy into the world. Take the first step. Okay, next you got Detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. We already talked about that. The stuff that you need to let go of. There's an ending that keeps being brought up here. There's the ending that keeps being brought up here. There's the ending that keeps being brought up here. And then we've got this talk about walking away from something, releasing something that's not serving you anymore, going off down a new path toward what makes you actually happy. Detaching from those things. And again, I keep feeling this perceived weakness that you believe is a weakness, but it's really not. You need to detach from that too. Next we have Kindness and Joy. So kindness is you are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. Bring your energy out into the world. Take this first step. Next we have Joy. Your delight in the love, I can't read today. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Now, that's kind of stuff that you need to be reminded of, maybe places you need to put your focus on a little bit more, but these cards are going to give you some more specific advice on what to actually do to get past some of these problems, some of these blockages that you might be facing. So what advice needs to come through for Virgo regarding these blockages, how to move past those blockages, move forward in happiness and success? Let's get 1 more. Get 1 more for Virgo, please. These cards are freaking huge. It's hard to get my hands around these bad boys. Okay, what do we have? Here we are with double numbers again. We got 33. This is Let Your Personality Shine. And it says, you have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Yep, kind of already mentioned some of this, didn't we? Number 39, back on task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. It could use some fine-tuning. All of it could use some fine-tuning. And we have number 7, Dancing in the Rainbow. That's a pretty cool looking card. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about your life, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo tarot readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.